Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul and this is
Thomas.
And we are continuing our watch through all of Doctor Who from 1963 right up to present day, whenever that might be. Well, we know when it is, but obviously we know when it is now. But you could be watching this 200 years in the future, in which case we'll be long dead. We have watched 3 episodes of Keys of Marinus. We're enjoying it so far. We're here for episode 4 now. So we're going to jump into that in a second. Do give us a like and a subscribe down below. Do be putting any questions you have for our Series 1 roundup as well. We'd love to delve into those when we get there. Apart from that, though, let's crack on in. Episode 4.
Let's do it.
I will warn you, Thomas, that there's quite a controversial scene in this story.
Oh, really?
This is actually only one of 2 stories Terry Nation writes for Doctor Who that don't involve the Daleks.
Oh, really?
So he writes quite a lot of them early on.
Oh, that looks like a real wolf.
Nice bit of stock footage there. Oh, here you go. I've got some info. The shots of the wolves in this episode were from 14-foot of film that the BBC purchased from the 1957 Russian thriller Seri Razboynik, which means the Grey Robber. So they bought some footage to use in the film.
Yeah, that is not the correct attire for that location, is it?
Definitely not.
A lot of thigh on display.
Yep, this must be the scene.
There's no one coming to help you. I can wait.
So this is like 5:15, 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Children's tea time.
Family viewing.
Family viewing. Definitely the suggestion that this guy is going to have his way with Barbara. Like,
Come back!
Yeah, that's incredibly dark, isn't it?
yeah, it
I
is.
meant to no harm, I swear it.
Yeah, that doesn't sit very well, does it?
No, it's just strange, isn't it? Like,
Doesn't matter.
you can't really understand how it made it in.
Yeah.
Like, you would have thought someone would say, that's not appropriate. Like,
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought there was a kind of cannibalism thing going on. When she finds, like, the trinkets and stuff, it was like, oh, he's eaten them or something. And that in itself
that would be dark.
That would be very dark, but kind of in the realm of Doctor Who. It's kind of a Hansel and Gretel, or like the Little Red Riding Hood type thing. But yeah, implied sexual violence is like it's a different level, isn't it? And now this is really awkward because he tried to have his way with Barbara, and now he's their tour guide. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Another way out of these caves?
No, this is
and it doesn't present that as being a problem.
I don't think Barbara would be that relaxed about this.
No, we must.
Yeah. I mean, does Ian even know at this point?
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, really. It's not... I don't think it's really dealt with, is it?
Yeah.
But just... Don't look down.
Her saying that made Susan terrified. It's the least encouraging thing. Because it made her jump and it made her look down.
It's not exactly the biggest chasm they could have jumped that, the run-up.
Really? No.
I wonder if this guy's going to get his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Is the bridge going to break on him or something? Or...
Stop him.
Oh no. I do like, these icy walls are quite convincing. Do you reckon they just covered them in cling film or something?
Really? I was about to say they don't look very good.
Oh, right. Well, I see, at the moment, I think that, yeah, maybe you're right, actually.
Probably the first time I've ever said, don't think the sets look very good.
Somewhere here. Inside.
Well, when it's slightly out of focus, you can believe that's sort of something glassy, but...
Yeah, sure.
No.
Okay, this is very sort of Last Crusade, isn't it?
It is.
They find the Knights Templar.
So if the last one was Temple of Doom,
Yes.
this is Last Crusade. Next
Kingdom of
one
the Crystal
must
Skull. Yeah, in the next one, the Doctor actually survives a nuclear explosion in a fridge.
It's like the hot springs in Iceland. Iceland? Where's that?
Fire away.
It's melting.
Quite quickly.
They're coming for you very slowly. Look at the speed they got there then. They were just waddling along before and suddenly they pelted onto the screen there. Dear me. Oh! Looks like he's got his comeuppance, definitely. Oh!
Oh, was he stabbed through the door?
Through the door. Well, looks like another quite a different change of scenery for this one.
Yeah.
Oh!
That made no contact.
Oh, yeah, the old back of the shoulder blade there. What do you say about that episode?
Yeah. I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest. Had some good moments in there. Thought the final act was a little bit harder to grasp in terms of the jeopardy.
There's some neat ideas in there, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, there is that slight kind of Last Crusade feel again, or Indiana Jones feel, which I think is good. It works well, or it's a nice idea to try and make work well. I'm not sure it works particularly well in this story because, you know, you've got these 4 knights who you don't really ever get an explanation to what they're like. Where are they from? What are they really doing? You know, I'm gonna get their guarding the key, but who are they? Like, it's all just kind of, you just have to fill in the blanks or just accept it, which is fine. But and then they waddle a bit slowly, and then suddenly they're running very fast, and they're having to jump over a very small chasm, and
their manner is quite unusual, isn't it?
Yeah. They didn't feel very threatening, did they?
I think that's it. Yeah. And considering we've had some quite scary things in this story so far, I think the first episode really built the tension. And then the vegetation grasping stuff. And the wolves and stuff in this episode. So then the knights were kind of the central threat, and they were the least sort of scary in a way.
Yeah, just doesn't quite come off, I don't think. Yeah, it didn't. It probably was. It's probably the weakest of this story so far. And I think there is, what was good was at the beginning when they are in that guy's cabin, there is quite a claustrophobic feel, and they could have probably done more with that to draw that out in some way, that because he was a bigger threat really in many ways, like a violent guy. So they could have made more of that. Probably should, you know, obviously. I mean, the whole stuff with Barbara is, you can't fathom how that made it onto screen in 1963 at 5:30 or whatever time, or 1964.
In a family show.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't go today. So it's a strange one, but there. I mean, at least there was there's a sense of real peril. You feel like this is a bad guy. He's going to do something bad, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you initially thought he might have eaten people. Like you can see how you can get that vibe from him. So there's potential there in that character to make him a bigger baddie in the whole piece. But it's kind of strange, isn't it? Because once they kind of come back, Ian and Altos, and then they kind of just take him along on the journey, and he's a bit like, oh no, I won't go in anyway. He becomes this weird blubbering mess, and then suddenly he just throws the bridge down, and he's like, ah ha ha, see you suckers.
And then at the end he's terrified of those ridiculous night things.
Yeah. So it's a bit all over the place, the characterization. So, but I think there's, like I said, out of all those bits, there's good ideas in there. Just the execution perhaps doesn't quite make it this week, but...
Sure, but overall, I think this story has been a very strong one so far.
Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. Like I said, you know, I could only really remember the first episode, so a lot of it feels quite fresh to me, so that's good.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Do give us a subscribe in the little button below if you'd like to stay in the loop with these reactions, and we had some great interaction in the comments as well. Feel free to jump in there and discover more trivia about these episodes that people are providing, anything we've missed. We're learning a lot by doing this, so thanks for joining us and see you next time.
Take care. Bye bye.